Today's lesson is on fractions. So we have fractions. What is a fraction? A fraction is part of a whole. And we have three types of fractions. The first one is what? We have types of fractions. One is called common fraction. And the common fractions are also called vulgar fraction. Then followed by decimal fractions. Decimal fractions. Then the third type of fraction is called percentages. Now, how does the common fractions look like? They are of a form 1/2, 3/5, and let's say 10/15. Then we move to decimal fraction. How do they look like? They always look like this: 0.5, 0.75, and in that order. Now the percentages as a type of fraction, how does it look like? It's always of a form 70%, 5%, and 10% continues. Now today our main focus will be on common fractions. So we have common fractions, so let's look at types of common fractions. The first one is proper fraction. Second one is improper. Fractions. And the third one, like fractions. Four, unlike fractions. Fifth one is a mixed fraction. Now the proper fraction looks like this: 3/5, meaning, and we have 6/7. When you study this, you realize that the down ones are bigger than the top ones. Now look at this place. We have A/B here. The top one is called numerator, and the down one is called denominator. So when you look at this, the top ones are called numerators and the down ones are called denominators. So when you study the proper fractions, they always have the denominator bigger or greater than the numerator. Now improper fraction is of this form: 3/2. We have, let's say, 10/3. When you study this one too, you realize that the numerators are greater than the denominators. So improper fractions always the numerators are greater than the denominators. Now let's look at this fraction, like fractions. We have 1 over 2. We have 3 over 2. We have 4 over 2. Or let me say 15 over 2. Now these are two or more fractions. Okay, two or more fractions, but they all have the same denominators. They all have the same denominator. Now, this is a like fraction. Now, unlike fraction, let's say we have 3 over 5, 6 over 7, and 20 over let's say 9, or let us do 45. These are three fractions, two or more fractions, but their denominators are different. So this is a type that is called unlike fractions. Now the next one that we'll be looking at is the mixed fraction. It's of a form 2, 1 over 3, 2, or 4, let's say 3 over 5. Now this is a whole number and this is a whole number. So in mixed fraction, it contains both a whole number and a common fraction. It could be a whole number and another fraction. Okay, so this is a mixed fraction. So these are the types of fraction, common fractions. We have proper fraction, improper fraction, like fraction, unlike fractions, and mixed fractions.